people of different walks of life would be using Silk Road to primarily, what was the primary thing? Drugs?
It was primarily drugs. And that's where it started. It started off with Ross Ulbricht growing mushrooms out in the wilderness of California and selling them. But really, his was more of a libertarian viewpoint. I mean, it was like, you choose what you want to do for yourself and do it. And the way Silk Road kind of had the anonymity is it used what's called Tor, or the onion router, which is an anonymizing function on the deep web. It was actually invented by the U.S. Navy back in the mid 90s or so. But it also used cryptocurrency. So it was the first time like we saw this birth on the internet of mixing cryptocurrency and an IP blocking software. So, in cybercrime, you go after one, the IP address and trace it through the network, or two, you go after the cache. And this one kind of blocked both.
Cache meaning the flow of money, physical or digital. And then IP is some kind of identifying thing of the computer.
It's your telephone number on your computer. So yeah, all computers have a unique 4-octet numbers. It's 123.123.123.123, and the computer uses DNS or domain name services to render that name. So if you were looking for CNN.com, your computer then translates that to that IP address or that telephone number where it can find that information.
Didn't Silk Road used to have guns in the beginning, or was that considered to have guns, or did it naturally emerge and then Ross realized like this is not good?
It went back and forth. I think there were guns on there, and he tried to police it. He told himself that the captain of the boat, so he had to follow his rules. So I think he took off those posts eventually and moved guns elsewhere.
What was the system of censorship that he used? Of selecting what is okay and not okay. I mean,
him alone. He's the captain of the boat.
Do you know by chance if there was a lot of debates and criticisms internally amongst the criminals of what is and isn't allowed? I mean, it's interesting to see a totally different moral code emerge that's outside the legal code of society.
We did get the server and was able to read all of the chat logs that happened. I mean, all the records were there. I don't remember big debates. I mean, there was a clear leadership. Yeah. And that was the final decision. That was the CEO of Silk Road.
And so primarily it was drugs, and primarily out of an ideology of freedom, which is if you want to use drugs, you should be able to use drugs.
You should put in your body what you want to put in your body.